Stop scrolling. This is not random. God is interrupting your life right now. You weren't supposed to see this, but you did. This message found you for a reason. If this feels strange, don't ignore it. Stop scrolling. This is not random. Listen carefully, because what you're about to hear isn't just another message. This is a moment, a direct interruption, and deep down, you already feel it. Something inside you paused before you even understood why. That wasn't an accident. You've been distracted lately, pulled in different directions, confused, maybe even questioning everything you once felt sure about. And while you've been trying to make sense of it all, something greater has been trying to reach you. But you haven't been listening, not fully, and now the message is louder. There's something you need to know right now, something urgent, because not everything around you is what it seems. Not every opportunity is meant for you. Not every person in your life is aligned with your purpose. Some things have been sent to test you, not bless you. And if you don't become aware of it now, you could walk straight into something that drains you, delays you, or breaks something that God has been carefully building within you. You felt it, haven't you? That uneasy feeling, that quiet voice telling you something isn't right, but you pushed it aside. You told yourself you were overthinking. You tried to ignore the discomfort, but that feeling, that was not anxiety, that was protection. God has been trying to get your attention through subtle signs, through delays, through closed doors, through moments where things just didn't work out no matter how hard you tried. You thought it was rejection, but it wasn't. It was redirection. And now you're standing at a point where your next move matters more than ever. Because there is a shift happening in your life, not later, now. But here's the truth most people won't tell you. Before a breakthrough, there is always confusion. Before clarity, there is chaos. Before elevation, there is separation. And that's exactly where you are. Things have been falling apart, haven't they? Plans you had didn't work out. People you trusted changed. Situations you thought were stable suddenly collapsed. And it left you wondering, why is this happening to me? But what if I told you, this is not happening to you? It's happening for you. Because God cannot take you where you're meant to go if you're still holding on to what's meant to be left behind. You've been asking for growth, for purpose, for something greater. But growth requires letting go. And letting go doesn't feel good. It feels like loss. It feels like confusion. It feels like silence. But that silence is not emptiness. It's preparation. Right now, you are being realigned. The things that are leaving your life are not punishments. They are removals, strategic removals. Because where you're going, not everyone can go with you. Not every habit can come with you. Not every mindset can survive there. And that's why this feels so intense. Because transformation is uncomfortable, but necessary. Type yes if this is your confirmation. There's also something else you need to be aware of. Not everyone around you understands your path. Some people see your growth, and it triggers them. Some people feel your energy shifting, and they don't like it. Not because you did anything wrong, but because your light exposes what they're not ready to face. And this is where many people make a mistake. They shrink themselves to stay accepted. They ignore their calling to stay comfortable. They silence their intuition to keep the peace. But you're not meant to shrink. You're meant to rise, even if it means walking alone for a while, because isolation is not abandonment, it's alignment. God removes distractions so you can hear clearly, so you can see clearly, so you can move correctly. And right now, you are being called to pay attention like never before, because the next decision you make matters. The next step you take matters. The next person you trust matters. This is not the time to move blindly. This is the time to move with awareness, with intention, with trust, even when you don't fully understand, because something is being prepared for you, something you've been waiting for, something that will shift everything, but it requires your obedience. Not perfection, obedience. Trusting even when it doesn't make sense. Moving even when you're unsure. Letting go even when it hurts. Because what's ahead of you is bigger than what you're leaving behind. Type 1111 if you feel this. You didn't come this far just to stay stuck. You didn't go through everything you've been through just to settle. There is purpose in your pain. There is meaning in your waiting. And there is power in your story. Even the parts you wish never happened, especially those parts, because they shaped you, they strengthened you, they prepared you, and now you're closer than you think. Closer to clarity, closer to peace, closer to the breakthrough you've been asking for. But you have to stay focused. You have to stay grounded. You have to trust what you feel, even when others don't understand it. Because this message, it didn't find you by accident. Don't ignore this message. This is your reminder, your confirmation, your wake-up call. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being guided, protected, positioned, and everything that's happening right now is leading you exactly where you're meant to be. Trust it, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard, because what's coming will make sense of everything. And when it does, you'll realize this moment, right here, was the turning point. Then hear this, and don't take it lightly. The moment you almost scrolled past this, that was the test, and you didn't fail it. Because something in you stayed, something in you recognized this wasn't just content. This was confirmation. So don't treat it like entertainment. Treat it like instruction. Because from this moment forward, things will start shifting, not slowly, not quietly, but in ways you can't ignore anymore. The confusion you've been in is about to clear. The delays that frustrated you will suddenly make sense. And the thing you thought you lost will either return better or be replaced by something you never imagined possible. But there's one condition. You cannot go back to who you were before this moment. You can't unhear this. You can't unknow this. You can't keep ignoring your intuition after this. Because now, you've been warned. Now, you've been chosen to act differently. And what you do next decides everything. So move differently, think differently, trust deeper. And when the moment comes, don't hesitate, because it will come sooner than you expect. And when it does, you'll remember this exact message, this exact feeling, this exact moment, and it will hit you. This is what I was being prepared for. Type yes if you're ready. Type 1111 if you trust the timing. And if this reached you at the exact right moment, don't just keep it to yourself, because someone else is one message away from their breakthrough too. But for you, this is where it begins. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now.